This is where we begin on turntable number 1. On the A side, Modern Romance, Falling Down. The B side, Pink 55, Bel Air, and Have a Good Time. John Poza, Chuck Orion, Kevin McCourt, and my man on drums and vocals, Nick Ziegler. The 4019's got a little swag from the United States Postal Service today for my man Nick and all the good folks out in Hollywood. Thank you very much, and much love from your hometown of Monaca, Pennsylvania. Love it. Now, speaking of loving it, got to see it, hearing all sorts of good things about it. I highly recommend it. Moonlight, of course, Best Drama, Golden Globes. Incredible, all sorts of nominations, and you know more to come. Story of a young man growing up in Miami during the war on drugs, and it's 3 chapters in his amazing life. Directed by Barry Jenkins, it stars Javante Rose, Andre Holland, Janelle Monáe, and many others. Great movie, Moonlight. See it when you can. Now, I don't need any notes for this because I lived it. Muhammad Ali's birthday today. He was born in Louisville, Kentucky in 1942. Cassius Marcellus Clay. At the age of 12, someone stealing his bicycle. So what does he do? He wants to learn to box to get it back. And because of a police officer, he became not just good at that, but he became the greatest at that. He went on to win the Olympic gold medal in the light heavyweight division in Rome, and at the age of 22, won the WBA and the WBC heavyweight championship in a major upset in Miami Beach, Florida, against Sonny Liston. And as they say, he won the title time after time after time, and he also was a huge advocate for civil rights. When he was stripped of his title for 3 years because he was a conscientious objector and did not want to go to Vietnam, Muhammad Ali didn't sit and sulk. He was paying it forward. He spoke on equality and how man was created equal. Everyone, humans, were created equal. And he took an opportunity to make the most of what was a very tough time for him, because for those of you who know the sport of boxing, they took away the prime years of his amazing career. But in 1970 in Atlanta, Georgia, and I remember watching it, he took on one of the best heavyweights of the time, who had a great punch by the name of Jerry Quarry. He stopped him in the 3rd round, technical knockout, and then it was Oscar Bonavena, a fierce competitor from South America, Madison Square Garden, 3 knockdown rule in effect. He gets the win in the 15th round, a hard fight. And you know, really, he was not fighting very long, but he decided, because of a number of reasons, to take on then heavyweight champion Joe Frazier, who won the title in an elimination bout by beating a former sparring partner of Muhammad Ali and one of the top contenders of the time, Jimmy Ellis. They fought March 8, 1971. It truly was the fight of the century. Muhammad Ali had his jaw broke. He was knocked down, and he lost that fight via unanimous decision. But he wasn't out. They went on to fight again. Super Fight 2, Thriller in Manila. Of course, Rumble in the Jungle against the great George Foreman. Muhammad Ali was just timeless. But, well, as it always does in every athlete's life, Father Time caught up. But Muhammad Ali, even suffering through that dreaded Parkinson's disease, and for those of us who idolized and loved him and literally hung on to everything he said and did, it was very tough to watch this man age and how he trembled. But the thing that amazed me the most, whether it was carrying the Olympic torch, he always said, look, I am a blessed man. He was a strong believer in his faith and in God and in family. He turned out to be an amazing husband, an incredible father from the very beginning until his death. And every time I think about Muhammad Ali, I think about me as a young kid. True story. I'm 13 years of age, and I'm a struggling student in a number of subjects, including reading. And my mother, not knowing what to do, how to jumpstart that brain of mine, what did she do? She got me a subscription to then Ring Magazine, which, by the way, Muhammad Ali, a record-setting 6 times Ring Magazine's Fighter of the Year. Sports Illustrated voted him the most popular and successful and everything sports personality of the 20th century. But because of that Ring Magazine subscription, I fell in love with this great sport, and more importantly, I really fell in love with reading. So I will always be indebted to the champ for a number of reasons. And my mother, I think, just knew the way to my heart was through the man that I had so much love for in my heart, and that, of course, Muhammad Ali. So Even though you're not here, your family lives on, your children and grandchildren, your lovely wife. You will always be a significant part of my life. And just as you did in and out of the ring, even though times get tough for us all, whenever I feel as though I can't get off the stool for the next round, I think of you, Muhammad Ali. Much love and Godspeed to your family. And yes, all of us, no matter what, keep punching.